Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rush in. Right there, 54.
Now Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go! 90 Wolf!
Watch out.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one, whatever they're doing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. 54.
To throw Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run. Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Switch.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second down and inches. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
10 logo. Recon, 132 fighter.
3 down. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check.
80 weapons.
He's coming.
Rock it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Watch 84.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Blue draw quarter. Big grip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
2.
Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
March 50, March 50, March 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
Here we go on second and 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jake Ryan, his second sack of the night. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, dude.
50 the month.
2nd and 1. The open man here, Renfro. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Joker.
Hey, exit. Be careful.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yep. Hey, echo.
Record.
Back to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's go, D.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Cook. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. Mariota now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Now Mariota. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mike 54. Here we go. Check
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mariota to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 92.
Now a run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, it's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. Three.
To throw, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to go for a bit. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
Back to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Mariota now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
6-6, pull it high.
My 50, my 50. I'm coming. Kill.
Again, it's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
64,
From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Set 50, play. 22 jet bomber.
Hey, switch gears.
Sleep rip.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Mariota. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
One last shot now for Mariota. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.